all Koreans love dogs, but in what way? Do all Koreans love dog meat, or are most Koreans nowadays against the practice of eating dog? We break it down for you this week on Korea Demystified. So the practice of eating dog actually started around 57 AD in Korea. And the reason for eating dog, and still today, is it's healthy, I guess. It's good for getting over sickness and virility. But let's not pretend this isn't a global practice. See, even the United States until the 20th century had dog on some dinner menus, and Canada, actually still today, as long as there's a federal inspector, you're allowed to kill and butcher a dog. So it's a little bit unfair when we sort of only look at Korea or China and give them these stereotypes. So what are those stereotypes of Koreans and Asians with their dogs? Let's take a look at it. Stereotype versus reality.
You feed my appetite in ways I can't explain. I'll eat you up,
Oof, that's a hard day of filming.
Dude, so cold, man.
You got things planned for the weekend?
Dude, I'm going home and sleeping, man. I'm tired.
Just relaxing?
Yeah.
This neighborhood happens to be where my son lives, so actually I'm going to have a little father and son time with him.
You have a son?
I never told you, huh?
No.
I have a beautiful boy.
How old's your son?
2 years old. 2 years old.
Wait, you have a 2-year-old son and you've never shown me a picture.
Well, I like to keep my son's life private. Anyway, we haven't spent time much together in time, so I want to spend some good quality father and son time tonight. Exercise.
Take your son on a exercise. He's 2. What is he gonna do at 2?
Yeah, he's gonna walk around. I wish you wouldn't piss around with a rug all the time, though.
Wait, he's 2.
That's a habit that I can't break. So. Oh, serio? Alexa, Alexa.
This is your son? So when you're walking down the street with your dog, it's so cute, and a Korean walks past it, does that Korean person think, wow, where's the ketchup? It's dinner time. No, of course not. I use gochujang. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, we know that you can tell the difference between dogs and dog meat in Korea because the Chinese characters themselves are actually different. See, dogs and wolves have their own character, and dog meat has its own character. There's a clear distinction, and they can see the difference. Well, what about the statistics, right? So 42 to 60% of Koreans have had dog in their life at least once. So that's a high statistic, but what's more impressive to me is actually the fact that it's an 18% range of accuracy here. See, the reason is we don't actually know what that exact number is because Koreans don't want to be honest about it in the surveys. And why is that? It's because eating dog is now taboo. It's something that Koreans not necessarily are proud of, especially the younger generations. So when did this start? Pretty much around 1988. That was the time that the Seoul Olympics happened. Now at that time, Seoul was showing itself to the world for the first time, and Koreans were proud. They had the democratization movement, and they had to clean up their image. And one of the ways they wanted to clean it up was getting rid of the dog restaurants, in Seoul. And so that's what they did. Now, just looking back to today, there's one more stat that's important, and that 1 in 5 households in Korea actually has a pet dog. The number's higher, of course, with regular pets, but still 20% of Koreans, that's a good number. And honestly, most Koreans love their dogs as much as, maybe even more than other people around the world. So when we ask the question, do most Koreans love to eat dogs on the regular? We've got to give it a not guilty verdict. Not even close. So there we have it. Of course, Koreans love their dogs. It's not about eating it, it's about caring for it and love, just like everyone else. That's it for this week on Korea Demystified. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them down below, whether about Asia or Korea. Doesn't matter, we'll get back to you. And of course, as always, like and subscribe to get more videos just like this. T-Suggy Alex였습니다. Oh, and to answer your question, no, I actually have never tried dog in Korea. Catch you next time.